Now I'm ready to assemble the mechanism. So first of all, you take the clock mechanism. This is what it looks like. That's where you put the battery in the back, and you use this dial to change where the hands go. You need to put a rubber washer on first of all, as this will help to push the mechanism and make a good fit against the back of your clock. So if we pick the clock up, I have to slide it off the table again, and we're going to insert the spindle through the hole in your clock. As you can see that we used the right size hole and it fits in nicely. If we look at the back then, we need to make sure that we put it in nice and straight. So there it is, straight. The next thing to go on is another washer. This time it's a brass one, and it goes on like this. And then we put on this nut and screw it in until we get close to the clock. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You can tighten it with your fingers, but when you're ready, we'll have to use pliers to tighten it up. So I'm holding the clock mechanism in place at the back, and I'm just pinching my fingers around to make sure that it's in place. Square at the back, place at the front. Now we attach our hands. You have a choice of hands. You can have blue. Each clock is going to have a second hand and a minute hand, and obviously the hours. And you can choose what colour you have these in. So now is a good time to look at your clock and consider what hands will best show up. I mean, obviously blue would show up really well on my clock. However, I feel that as I've done it black and red, I'd like to stick with a theme. So I'm going to place these back in the box. So I think black would be lost on my clock, and I think red would be better, all red. Of course, you can have a combination. You can have one black, one blue, one red. What you'll notice about these hands is that the circles in the middle of each of them are a different diameter. So we need the biggest one first of all. That's this one. So if we hold it over the top and push down, that's nice and securely on. This one is the next one, next size up. Locate that on top of your mechanism and push down. And then our final hand is going on now. The seconds, so we've got our hours, our minutes and our seconds. All in red for Minnie. And there's my clock complete.